Okay. Welcome. I was kind of having trouble with my my thing this morning. I couldn't see where I was live, so I just redid it. So let me just check here, make sure that I'm live and my lighting's good. How's everyone doing this morning? Okay. Sometimes they keep changing things, and then I can never figure out how to get them, but I'm hoping that it shows that I am live, so you go ahead to do that. One thing I don't like is that they got us how they switch our account, so okay, well, hopefully I am live here, so switch profiles, here we go, can't do that. All right, but what I am working with today, see now, I just want to make sure that everything is all right. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. We're good to go. So yeah, if you're joining me, say hello. I'm glad you're here, Carol. What I'm using is from the Sale-A-Bration, the Thanks a Bunch. And I just thought it was kind of cute, but it was a little harder to work with than I thought it was going to be. So I had found that just cutting the carrots out was probably easier for me. But either that or you'd have to make a mask and kind of stamp them like in this one. So we'll see. And I am changing this card. So this is the stamp set. I wish there was dies that went with it, but there isn't. So they're not hard to cut. So that's one good thing. And then the other thing I was just going to show you quick, and I'm sure most of you probably already know, but in our mini catalog, they're giving us, not on every stamp set, but they're giving you the option for the cling or the photopolymer, which the clear stamps are the photopolymer and the cling are like the red rubber. So I think that's really nice because sometimes with the sentiments, I still like the red rubber better, but you know, it's your choice. I do like the photopolymer for seeing where you're stamping, and you'll see some of that today. Okay, real quick, I will have a host code up. I had it last time and then I deleted my video because I got started and I couldn't see that I was actually live. But I will have a host code, so if you order $35 from now till Sunday night, I will send you stuff to make these cards. You can use whatever you got. If you want, you can bump your order up to $50 and get the Thanks a Bunch, the stamp set free, okay? So I'll just include the host code and everything once I get done. But okay, let's get started. And I am going to make a video on how to make that box that I made the cards for last week. So I will make that. I'll just do a video and then post it to YouTube and do the link here, you know, after. It might be this weekend or something. But okay, so we're dealing with card number 1, and I'm using the Granny Apple Green because I'm also using the oh, I just love this paper. I mean, this is like worth the $100 order. So it is the free Dandy Designs paper. I just love it. For some reason, this green and then the purple, I just really kind of like them. I don't know. I've almost used up all my green, so okay. And then I forgot my bone folder. That's what I was missing. I'm just going to use a block to crease this. So you got your Granny Apple Green that is 5.5 by 8.5. You fold it in half. And then I got 2 sheets of white just to kind of, I don't know, it kind of offsets it, which is, you know, some people probably think a waste of paper, but I think it looks really nice. So my first sheet is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then I have 5 inches by 3 3/4. So it's just a little bit smaller. But it just gives it a nice frame look. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and layer these. Try to get them on there even. I was preparing stuff for dinner tonight and I was cutting some chicken, and I just on the last piece cleaning it up and stuff and nicked the top of my finger. So no blood on the chicken. It didn't even bleed at first. I wasn't sure I even cut myself, but I thought, crazy. But anywho, so that's why I got a Band-Aid on it. But this piece is 2 inches by 5 inches, and I just want it to go from there, just kind of to offset it. The cards are pretty quick and simple this week, so sometimes you gotta have that, right? Okay, so then I use the Stitch So Sweetly dies to get my rectangles, and I am going to stamp on this one first. And also, what I should have done was stamp my a bunch there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm just using the Memento black ink. I re-inked one of my black inks, and I don't know which one I did, so I'm going to just try that. Yeah, I don't like how that... Good thing I did that on there. Let's see if I can get it a little bit better. And I'm going to use my little pad thing. I'm going to have to be careful because my H was really kind of getting a lot of ink in there. Okay. And then I think I used the, it almost looks like I used the Granny Apple Green there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take and use the black. So you have to stamp your, the words a bunch, like you got to leave enough room for that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp thanks on this little paper. And this is just a little scrap paper. Let's see if I can get that a little better. But I don't like how either one of them look. I'm getting too far. I might have to... There. That's better. Okay, so that's all I'm using the black for. And I'm just going to kind of snip this on an angle. Keep this one straight. So I got my thanks. And what I was confused about, let's see, I'm using my Granny Apple Green for the leaves. I gotta put this here. Okay. So what I was a little confused about was I told my husband, this looks like a maple leaf. But you know what? I needed it for, it comes in really handy if you can see like the background there. Just to kind of use it as a filler, I guess. So that's what I'm using it as. I took and I inked in Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to stamp off. And I'm going to try to go a little higher here. And I actually just inked it, or stamped twice. So I inked it once, stamped off, and then stamped. But this one I did it twice because you just want it to kind of, you know, be lighter, I guess. And then I got the little, I don't even know what you call those things, like the little leaf things that grow up. And I'm just going to stamp them full strength. We don't grow carrots a lot in our garden but we did up here the one year, and I don't know if we just had enough rain or my husband kept watering them, but boy, they were like the best carrots ever, and they lasted really well into the fall. But when we used to grow them back home, our other house, we never had very good luck at all. It was just like, actually, they were awful. So, but whatever. He's got the soil really good here too. Okay, so I am going to show you how I did the carrots. I just have a scrap piece of paper here. So I am using my pumpkin pie. And what I had found, you got two parts to your carrots. The part that looks like, and I guess you could maybe use, I'm not sure if you want it really not a brown, but what I have found is I like to stamp this first, and I just use both of them full string, but it's just enough to give it the look that you want, I guess. So, oops. At first I took and stamped off. Let me see, I want to make sure I'm up in the, okay. I tried stamping off with this and I didn't like it as well. So I'm just using it as a guide and going right over it. And some of it'll be lighter anyways, so I think my computer froze up, but hopefully you guys can see and everything's good. I'll read comments after, and if there's any questions, I'll answer them. So that is with the pumpkin pie. So I did two of them, and I'm going to do one in the Cajun Craze, which this is my old pad. Obviously, both of these are. I can't believe I still got them, but I do. But I should have re-inked the Cajun Craze, but I didn't. But it's not going to matter because it's a little bit lighter, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that there. Okay. Sometimes when your ink pad gets lighter, it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but okay. And that's quite a bit lighter, so that's almost a little too light. I've used this a few times. I was just trying different colors and seeing what I liked. You could even use your Calypso Coral maybe. Anything with a little bit of the orange or whatever, or even purple. I guess they probably have purple carrots. So what I did is I just fussy cut these, and I already did some, but just to kind of show you, they are really easy to fussy cut. And I just leave just a little white. Kind of a slight angle there. So, but if they had the dies, I mean, I guess, I don't know, it doesn't take long to cut them out, so I don't even know if the dies would be worth it, but for the leaves it might be. I think they'd be kind of nice. See, just that quick, so it doesn't take long. So I'm going to just set this aside for now. And we're going to finish this. So I'm just going to put this on here. So this was the largest two scallop rectangles. Oops. Oh yeah, my thing really froze. I like to just make sure that I'm not getting down too far on the screen, but hopefully not. So, okay, good. Oh, thanks, Carol, for sharing. Okay, so we're just going to put that right there. And I did go a little higher, so, because I felt like my carrots were a little too far down, but it looked fine. So what I'm going to do is the one that is with the Cajun Craze, I'm just going to take and glue that down. And hopefully I got my little dimensionals here. I'm not sure if I do. If not, I'll just glue these down. But I did pop up the two. I really hope I got them there. I moved everything so it was out of my way. And I think I probably moved my dimensionals too. So I think I'm going to be stuck gluing them down. But what I did is I actually popped these two up. So, okay. But it'll be fine. There's no right or wrong. I went to mail a bunch of stuff and yesterday and almost croaked what I had to pay, but so maybe you don't want to pop things up, right? And I kind of did my leaves a little bit different. So, okay. So, and I really wanted to pop up my things, so. Yep, I don't see them. So we will do that. I got little glue dots. I actually could probably pop them up with that. Okay. So that is the front. I just got my little twine. Oh, good Lord. And I got 2 extra glue dots on me. All right. Let's see, where am I going to put them? I got to get rid of them because they're going to stick to everything. Okay. So I'm just going to stick that right there. I don't even know if I said who I was. I was so frazzled that my video wasn't working, but I am Kelly Agee from Michigan. So I think most of you know that. So, okay. What I did here is I took and kind of just grabbed my brush. I don't even know what color is on here, to be honest with you. But sometimes, like when I was stamping the carrots, and that's what I was going to do here, and I forgot. But on my next card, I'll do it. I actually just went around and kind of, just to blend, like to give it a background. I don't know. Because it just looked too plain. So this is a little 1/2 inch strip by 5 1/4 of the same designer paper I used from the front. And I'm just going to put that on the side. This is for the inside. Your little paper is 4 by 5 1/4. And I put inside, there's no one like you. Sometimes it's just nice to, hopefully this works. There. Sometimes it's just nice to send somebody a little note that they've done something for you or just cheered you up, whatever. We all need to hear a thank you. Okay, so we will, let me put my glue back on. Put the cap back on my glue because I'll have it all over. There. That was actually a pretty simple card. So hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, I actually stamped more. I stamped more of these on there so it looked fuller. I should have probably done that. I guess I didn't realize that. I only stamped this on this one, but I'm going to do that for the next one. We'll do that, okay? So there's the first card. Now the second card, kind of same thing. I like the big carrots, but on the third card, we're going to kind of change it out. So I'll just take and do this one. It was simple and can't go wrong with the greens, right? So we got the Granny Apple Green again. And I think I forgot to score this one. I like to kind of score them. Matter of fact, I got my trimmer here. I'm just going to do that. So it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I'm just doing that 4 1/4. So otherwise it kind of bends the paper too much, I think. Just gives it a nice, good crease. So see, if you forget your bone folder, you can just use a block. Simple as that. So we're going to go do that. Let me get my extra paper here. And I'm just going to work with this little paper here. I'm dropping everything over here. I do have these embellishments, these I'll play however you say it, the gems. I really like these. So I did put 2. I only put 2, which I normally do 3, but I just did 2 there. So, but okay. So I have a piece of. I'm going to give you the dimensions of this. So this is your 5.5 by 8.5, and then I got the oh, I forgot. Let's see. The white is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Then my designer paper is 3 5/8 by 4.5. So that's that. So we can go ahead and put that down. I don't know why I'm using glue. I dragged out my tape. I'm just going to put that back. So I'm going to add this to the front. And this card will open up at the top. And then I have a piece of green, which is 4 by 3. And then the white is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to layer them first, but I need to stamp on here. So before I forget, this little paper, I'm going to do that. I'm going to say this is some kind of like maybe melon mambo, but I just felt like it, I don't know, kind of filled it in. So what I need to do is stamp my stuff again, but I need to make sure I stamp Hey There and Look at You, so I got enough room to do that. But I should be able to stay down far enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do, oops, wrong leaf. Okay, we're going to do this again, stamp off. And I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. I'm actually going off the paper a little bit. And there. So that one, I don't know if you can see, I stamped off a little bit too, but I'm going to go ahead and, okay, I'm just going to give it a few more little leaves there. Because carrots have a lot of the little things popping up, okay? So we got that done. I'm just wiping off my blocks in case they fall down. All right, so now let me stamp the Hey There, Look at You. Just trying to make sure I'm straight. And I'm doing that in the Granny Apple Green as well, but you also, if you really want it to pop out, do it in the black, the Memento ink. So let's see, Look at You. I'm trying to find where I got that. Okay. Oh, my little U didn't turn out, but I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to, I can maybe take my marker and write that in. Okay, so on the inside, it says the same thing. There's no one quite like you. Like if somebody does something really awesome, that'd be good to send it to them. Okay, so I kind of did the same thing because I didn't really put a piece of the designer paper in there. You can kind of do it however you want. Let me find my saying that I need, which is over here. Okay, so we're good on that. Next week I'm going to show you a fun fold card. I've been working on that. Something a little bit different. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this together. So I'm just going to use some tape. If anyone needs dimensions on any of this, I can always fill it in, but it's pretty simple layering. Okay, so now this one, I glued these down and I popped up my middle one, but they're all going to get glued down. But the middle one is on the top. So just using a little glue. Look, I reused my paper. I stamped the orange one on there. So that would have been kind of nice popped up. I'm going to just go be a little higher there, I guess. Okay. And we're just going to get a glue dot with the little twine. I didn't add the twine till it last, and I just felt like it needed something else. So I'm just going to put that there, so hopefully I don't grab like 3 or 4 of them. There. And just this inside. And I have an extra carrot. You could almost put that right there. You know what? I think I'm going to. There. Oh gosh, look what I did. I took and put my thing upside down. I'm not paying attention. Okay, well, let's see if I can get this off. This is the only thing I have to get off. Boy, I'm glad I used tape on that. Has anyone else ever done that? See, we all do kind of crazy things, right? There we go. That was an easy fix, thank God. So there. Oh, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy this morning. But anywho, that was, like I said, an easy fix. So okay, we have one more card. And when I was doing this card, I actually let me see, I don't want to drop all that stuff. I wanted to use this paper in Coastal Cabana and the Balmy Blue are the 2 colors that went with it. But I don't like these carrots, and let's see. Oh, my stamp set. I didn't realize, I guess I don't know what I was looking at, but I didn't realize this middle carrot, because it's like a medium one. And I kind of wanted it to look like, because I got hay there, it looks like spring, everything's coming up carrots, but I wanted that to look like the carrots coming out of the ground a little bit, because after a while they do start to pop out of the ground. So that's what I was trying to aim for, and I don't know, I guess I just missed that out completely. So I'm going to try it now instead of doing the small ones. Okay, so I have Coastal Cabana, the 5.5 by the 8.5, same thing. And then I took a strip of Balmy Blue, and I normally would have done the whole 4 by 5.25, but I am running out of Balmy Blue, so I need to order some more. It's on my list to order. So I just took a strip that I had, which is the, let me see, I think it's 2 inches. No, 1 3/4 by 5.25. So I'm going to put that on the bottom. Okay, I don't have that even. Let's see. Boy, oh boy, today. All right, there, that looks better. Okay, my designer paper is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So I'm going to add that. Why I put that little strip of balmy blue there is just to kind of add it all, like to bring the two colors together. And sometimes you don't need a lot for that, so, but, okay. So we got that. Then I did the Stitch So Sweetly dies again. This is the second from the top. Oops. And I am going to add that because and then I used the Coastal Cabana twine, but I think I'm just going to use the regular twine on that. Okay, so this piece is 2 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that, and I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to, oh, I don't have a little sheet of paper there. Let me see if I can cut one. I may actually just put that right on there. Let me see. I cut that out because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do there, but I think I am just going to actually stamp right on there. Let me do my little magic here with adding some color, although it probably won't look as bad if I'm using a little bit bigger carrots, but it says hey there, and I'm going to do that in black. Okay, I think I'm going to like that better because it's going to stand out a little bit better. And then let's do on our little thing that says, it looks like spring, which I'm hoping pretty soon, although we've had a really mild winter and it's only January, right? But I don't know, it's crazy because it's actually so warm that our yard, with snow there was, and it wasn't a lot, but it turned into ice, and I hate that. I'd rather, I guess, honestly have snow. But okay, so now I am going to get my pumpkin pie out. Let me put that there, and I'm going to try this medium carrot here. So I think I'm going to like this better. So I'm going to do all different things here. Now I just want to see part of it, so I'm stamping off. And I like to plant too close, but I'm going to leave it like that. Normally I have carrots every few little feet or inches, and then I'd have to thin them out. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I am going to use the smaller little, I want to say sprig. I don't know if that's what you call them, but that's what it looks like. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to bring this down here. And I got a little, try to get the ink off. And I'm just going to use this instead. And I'm going to use that in the Granny Apple Green. The other one, like I said, I used the Coastal Cabana, and I don't know, it was too bluish. I think I like this better already. And then if you really wanted to add even more to this, I think I seen it in the book, but you actually could add like a little piece of like crumb cake so it looked like dirt in there. Oh, I know I like this 100% better. Awesome. That makes me happy when it turns out. Sometimes you have to redo things. Okay, so this I'm going to just tape down. Okay. Trying to get that center. All right, and I'll add a glue dot. to my twine. I should have probably rolled that up a little bit, but it should be fine. Okay, all right, and then I'm going to try, because this is going to be up, what I normally did is on the bottom, it looks like spraying. On the bottom of this, I added my dimensionals. I didn't add any up here to make it, when I put it on here, was kind of more even. So I'm going to just try using my glue dots and see if I can get it to pop up just a little bit without actually popping up enough like I want it with the dimensionals, but it'll be fine. Okay. And then if you want to add a little glue to the top so it'll stick, okay? Oh, I like that 100% better. Good. Okay. And then I am going to use the small little carrots. Maybe, now I think I'm going to use the other one, but you could use maybe with the granny apple green, but let's see, everything's coming up carrots, so we're gonna do a little bit. You could even actually do like your orange or whatever there, but and I'm gonna do this in the black too. What I wasn't seeing here was with the granny apple green and the, I don't know, it stuck up too much, and I didn't like the way the Coastal Cabana was ending up, so there, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use that carrot again. I think since we did the bigger one, I'm just going to go ahead and use that if I can find what I did with it. I got that. Okay. Oh, here. I should really have my mat, because just to make sure, like that. And I'll do the little spriggy thing in the granny apple green. There. Yep, I like that a lot better. So when I post the cards, I'll post this one. I'll tell you what, it took me a lot longer to get these cards done than it did my lemon ones last week. I had no trouble. I could have probably came up with not 100 cards, but quite a few different cards. I just really like that. So tell me, which one do you like better? I definitely say the one we just did today. For some reason, I don't know if these need to be like kind of clumped together more, but this is the look I was trying to get. So, okay. So, hey there, it looks like spring. Everything's coming up carrots. Just something to cheer somebody up and whatever. Soon we'll be sending these out. Okay. So, and this weekend I'm hoping to design my cards for my April 15th all-day retreat. So if you're interested in that, I will have it to go and in person. But so hopefully by the end of the month I can send out information. But thanks for joining me today. I really hope you like this set as much as I do. And let me know what cards you like. Do you like the first, the second, or the third one we did? And when I say the third one, I mean the one that we did today, not yesterday. So, okay. But if you got any questions with anything, just let me know and I will get back to you. Thanks. Bye-bye.